Well, getting in shape is often one of the top resolutions for the new year, right? But sometimes, let's face it, there is just some stubborn fat that you can't get rid of. That's where Bryan and Kara Criswell come in, here to talk with us about a new procedure called SculpSure, and you guys were just explaining it to me. We've heard of cool sculpting before, right? Even for people who aren't familiar with that, what is this and how is it better from, I guess, older technology that you know, some people still do?
So cool sculpting and SculpSure are both effective as non-invasive fat reduction. Well, cool sculpting
meaning
does...
non-surgical, right? You don't have to be under.
Exactly. So cool sculpting will kind of pull the area that they want to treat and treat it between two freezing plates. So what that does is it treats that area effectively, but there's no treatment of the area around it. So you can get an abrupt cutoff, kind of a divot. With SculpSure, it uses heat laser. You put the applicators on in the anatomic location, so you're not distorting the tissues at all. So I think it gives a more natural result, and you don't look treated, and it has a little area of treatment around those applicators, so it's softer and more natural looking.
And what is it to actually treat? I know you have some before and after pictures. Can you talk about areas of the body that you use this on and kind of who's a good candidate?
Sure. So the idea with a non-invasive fat reduction technology like SculpSure is that there's no surgery. You come in, it takes 25 minutes, so you can really come in your lunchtime. There's no prep. You have the treatment, and you can go back to work. There's no downtime.
One time?
One time. Now, you're going to see best results if you have 2 or 3, spaced about a month apart.
Okay.
But it's just 25 minutes a session. And it takes about 6 weeks to see the results because the fat is destroyed and your body absorbs it and you get rid of it.
When you talk about cost, I mean, obviously I would imagine it's cheaper than doing a surgery, right? And certainly less invasive. Is this the kind, what would you compare it to? Can you?
You're paying for the technology and the ease of not having to have surgery. This is for the busy person who doesn't have time for the downtime to surgery.
So not maybe cheaper.
It's not necessarily cheaper than surgery.
It depends on how many areas you need to treat. So each session involves 4 applicators that are about this big. So if someone needs just the upper abdomen, that's one treatment session of 25 minutes. But if, let's say, you're a bigger person, a male, you want to do your flanks and abdomen, that may take 3 25-minute sessions, and it's kind of based per package of 4 applicators, kind of a thing. So it can be, you can really use it anywhere, and we've just gotten new FDA approval to be able to use it under the chin.
Under the chin, which is huge, I bet, for people, right?
So the double neck, the double chin, the extra fat here, it's good for that.
So people come in, you were saying just on your lunch hour or what have you, is there anything that happens afterwards in terms of bruising or something that shows that any reason why you couldn't kind of go right back to the office or take a picture afterwards and be able to see something?
And that's a big difference between cool sculpting and SculpSure. SculpSure, there's no bruising, there's no swelling. You go right back to what you want to do. Cool sculpting can have some bruising and swelling that lasts for a while. So,
is this the type of thing, or the time of year, I should say, where you start to see people do more types of procedures in general as we are nearing the summer months? We're kind of heading into spring. People kind of go, I'm going to start taking off some of these layers, and I'm going to be a little more visible to people. Is this a big time of year for plastic surgery in general, or just procedures?
Well, as soon as those bathing suits come out in the stores, you start putting them on, and that awful lighting, then we start getting swamped. But this is a great time to do it because you have enough time to even heal from the surgical procedures to be ready for spring break. But with the SculpSure, it's awesome to do now because you're really going to see your results in as quick as a month to 6 weeks.
Well, there you go. All right, guys. Kara and Bryan Criswell, always awesome to have you guys in. Thank you for the information. We'll be back, guys, after the break. It's not 25 minutes. It's just 2. So stick around for more Good Day. We'll see you back here then.